Welcome to the Dopply English Podcast. Mark, have you ever decided to turn your whole life around late on a Sunday evening?
Oh, absolutely. It usually starts with a crisp new notebook, a freshly inked pen, and a very serious expression on my face.
And let me guess, how long did that total transformation last?
Probably around a day and a half.
That sounds all too familiar.
By Tuesday evening, I'd completely abandoned the plan, was happily eating junk food, and acting like that notebook never existed.
Ouch. So this discussion is dedicated to everyone who has ever promised themselves, starting today, everything changes, only to quietly fall back into old patterns.
Exactly. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Dopply English Podcast, your favorite cozy corner for mastering conversational English through natural daily chats. I'm Mark.
And I'm Sarah. Today, Mark and I are talking about how to bring about genuine, lasting change in your life.
But not through extreme or dramatic overhauls.
Right. No deleting all your social media apps, buying fancy planners, or pretending to be a brand new human being overnight.
Please, let's avoid that trap.
We are talking about sustainable progress, the kind that builds quietly in the background of a busy, normal lifestyle.
A life filled with long work hours, family commitments, exhausting days, low energy, and a smartphone constantly begging for your focus.
This concept is deeply relevant for language learners as well.
Absolutely, because most students aren't just looking to upgrade their vocabulary, they want better daily routines.
They want more self-assurance.
And better follow-through on their goals.
Follow-through simply means carrying out the actions you promised yourself you would do.
Yet, so many of us stumble right there. We declare, I'm going to practice English every single evening.
And then daily responsibilities swallow up our time.
We tell ourselves, I'll hit the gym 3 times this week.
But the living room couch feels way too comfortable to leave.
Or we vow, I'm going to stop scrolling endlessly.
And suddenly, a quick 2-minute video turns into an hour-long deep dive into random internet topics.
That hits way too close to home. So today, our goal is to approach personal growth with a much smarter, gentler mindset.
Because more often than not, the issue isn't that you lack strength, it's that your approach is flawed.
By approach or strategy, we mean the step-by-step action plan you use to achieve an outcome.
And that principle lies at the core of our conversation today.
Right. We aren't here to just talk about wishing for progress. We want to show you how to make good habits effortless to repeat.
And I truly believe adjusting our language plays a huge role in this process.
Definite agreement there. The inner monologue we use shapes our actions. Calling myself lazy doesn't spark inspiration. It just drains my energy.
Same here. Saying I always fail makes it sound like your story is already set in stone.
But your story is far from finished.
Exactly. Later in our Say It Better segment, we'll take those harsh, self-critical statements and reframe them into practical, realistic, and kinder phrasing.
Plus, we'll dive into our vocabulary spotlight section, highlighting key terminology related to habits, discipline, and practical growth.
If you're at an intermediate level, B1, B2, stick with us. And if you're at an elementary level, A2, don't stress over every single term. Just grasp the core ideas.
If a particular expression resonates with you today, write it down. Don't let valuable ideas slip away after listening.
Let's tackle the main question. Why do we genuinely desire progress, yet keep drifting back to our old routines? Mark, when you mentioned your Sunday night plan lasted 36 hours, what were you actually trying to achieve?
Do I really have to reveal the embarrassingly long list?
Yes, spill the details.
Well, I attempted to change literally everything at once.
Everything?
Yep, that was mistake number 1. I planned to wake up early hours, work out daily, cook healthy meals, master a foreign language, read a book a week, put my phone in another room, and turn into a perfectly calm person who drinks green tea by the sunrise.
That isn't a daily routine. That's a dramatic movie script.
Precisely. I wanted an instant, complete transformation.
And how did reality hit?
Monday went surprisingly well. I woke up early, felt super accomplished, and thought, look at me, I'm a completely redefined human being.
After just one successful morning?
I was overly enthusiastic, but then Tuesday arrived, the ultimate reality check.
Ah, Tuesday, the moment of truth.
I overslept, skipped my workout, spent an hour scrolling, and told myself I'd just restart fresh on Monday.
A classic pattern.
Wednesday quietly turned into the following month,
Also a classic response.
and within days, my notebook was buried under a stack of unopened mail.
So, what was the conversation inside your head at that point?
I kept telling myself I have zero self-control, I just lack willpower.
Willpower meaning the mental stamina to resist temptation and stay disciplined when things get tough.
Exactly. But beating myself up didn't solve anything, it only made me feel defeated.
That is the exact trap so many people fall into.
Sitting around eating snacks and feeling guilty?
In self-criticism. Those snacks are often involved too. But seriously, people frequently mistake self-punishment for self-improvement.
Say that one more time.
People frequently mistake self-punishment for self-improvement.
That quote deserves a moment of silence. Telling yourself I'm lazy or I fail at everything isn't an execution strategy, it's just self-directed criticism.
Exactly. What if the issue wasn't a lack of discipline at all? What if your framework you built was simply too massive, vague, or overwhelming?
That hits the nail on the head. I tried to build half a dozen habits simultaneously and made the whole process feel heavy and stressful.
And the moment normal daily life returned, the rigid plan crumbled.
So I wasn't inherently broken, my setup was just poorly designed.
Precisely. Your system consists of your environment, your schedule, your triggers, your technology, and the daily friction you face.
So if I state, I'm going to practice English daily without establishing a specific time, setting, or resource,
Then it's not an actionable plan, it's merely a hopeful wish.
most of us start with pure emotion. We watch a motivational video, feel energized, and decide to overhaul our lives.
Inspiration is great for sparking action, but it rarely lasts over time.
Exactly. On Sunday evening, you feel unstoppable, but by Tuesday evening, after an exhausting shift at work, you're a tired person who just wants dinner and quiet time.
If your routine relies entirely on feeling motivated, it won't survive real life.
So motivation is a nice bonus, but a reliable system is what keeps you going.
Right. A smart strategy asks, how can I make this action effortless to repeat every day, instead of how much discipline can I force myself to use?
Let's apply this directly to language learning.
Great idea. A student says, I want to speak English fluently. That's a great goal, but saying, I'll study whenever I find free time is dangerous because free time rarely appears on its own.
A far superior approach is, right after my morning coffee, I will speak out loud in English for just 5 minutes.
5 minutes might sound insignificant, but small actions are easy to maintain consistently, and consistent micro-actions trump occasional huge efforts every time.
That's almost frustrating because of how accurate it is.
Now let's address procrastination, delaying important responsibilities even when you know taking action is better for you.
One of my absolute specialty skills.
What kind of tasks do you usually put off?
Replying to emails, filling out admin forms, scheduling workouts, or even making phone calls.
That makes total sense. We often procrastinate not because we're lazy, but because the task feels ambiguous or intimidating.
Exactly. Call my friend sounds easy, but my brain starts overthinking. What if they're busy? What will we discuss? Is it bad timing?
So the task accumulates mental weight, and you avoid it to preserve mental energy. Procrastination is often fueled by fear, anxiety, or perfectionism rather than laziness.
So instead of labeling myself lazy, I should ask, what is the actual barrier here?
Yes, a barrier is any obstacle or source of friction blocking your progress. Once you identify it, you can design a fix. If the barrier is fear, start privately, shadow a single audio line, or record a short sentence on your phone. If the barrier is forgetfulness, set a daily calendar prompt or leave your study materials right on the kitchen table. If the barrier is boredom, gamify your learning, use interactive quizzes or switch up the material.
So the real question isn't how can I force myself to try harder, but what is making this task feel so difficult?
What about the craving for quick comfort? That's impulsivity, acting on immediate desires without weighing long-term impacts.
You plan to work on a key goal, but your phone is sitting right next to you.
You grab it just for a second, and suddenly you've spent long minutes watching video clips.
It's because your brain naturally gravitates toward instant dopamine hits over delayed rewards.
So instead of constantly fighting that instinct, work with it. Pair a pleasant reward directly with your habit, like listening to your favorite podcast exclusively while walking. Make your daily English practice engaging through games rather than boring drills. Prepare a nice cup of tea right before your short practice block so the routine feels comforting.
Don't turn self-improvement into a punishment, because if it feels miserable, you'll eventually quit.
Exactly. Aim for the simplest, most useful habit you can maintain long-term.
What about accountability? Is it better to share your goals or keep them secret?
Keeping plans secret feels safe because if you give up, nobody knows. But having an accountability partner, someone to check in on your commitments, drastically increases your success rate.
As long as that accountability is supportive rather than guilt-inducing.
Right. Not, why didn't you complete your task, but, hey, did you get your 5 minutes in today? Want to practice together for a moment?
Real growth isn't about one massive dramatic milestone. It's about small, deliberate adjustments that make the right choices easier.
Exactly. Instead of saying, I quit, ask, what small detail can I tweak? If long duration feels overwhelming, drop it down to 5 minutes. If studying solo feels lonely, connect with a study partner. If speaking feels terrifying, start by whispering one sentence to yourself.
The ultimate objective isn't to be flawless, it's to become someone who consistently returns even after slipping up.
Let's review today's key terms so you can use them naturally in your conversations. Willpower, noun, the mental discipline required to control actions and resist short-term temptations. For example, I try not to keep sweet snacks at home because my willpower is low late at night. Strategy, noun, a well-structured plan or method designed to achieve a target. For example, instead of studying randomly, I need a clearer strategy for vocabulary retention. Barrier, noun, an obstacle or difficulty that prevents smooth progress. For example, lack of quiet space was my main barrier to focusing on my studies. Impulsivity, noun, the tendency to act suddenly on impulse without considering future consequences. For example, checking notifications constantly is a sign of digital impulsivity. Procrastination, noun, the act of needlessly delaying tasks that require attention. For example, breaking large projects into tiny steps helps reduce my procrastination. Accountability, noun, the state of being answerable for your commitments and progress. For example, having a study partner gives me the accountability I need to stay consistent.
Let's transform common, harsh inner statements into productive, constructive language.
Instead of saying, I have zero willpower, say, I need a setup that doesn't rely purely on willpower.
Instead of saying, I always fail when I try to change, say, my previous approach wasn't effective. I'm discovering what works for me.
Instead of saying, something always stops me, say, I need to pinpoint the specific barrier standing in my way.
Instead of saying, I can't control my habits, say, I notice I get impulsive when I'm exhausted, so I'll adjust my surroundings.
Instead of saying, I procrastinate on everything, say, I need to make the initial steps smaller so it feels manageable.
Instead of saying, I give up because nobody checks on me, say, I'm going to build a support system to keep me accountable.
We want to hear directly from our community.
What is one small area of your life you're looking to improve right now?
Try using at least one term from today's vocabulary spotlight: willpower, strategy, barrier, impulsivity, procrastination, or accountability in your response.
And if today's conversation inspired you, drop this phrase in the comments section. I don't need a perfect life. I need a better strategy.
Thank you for tuning in to the Doppling English podcast today. Keep learning, stay patient with your journey, and take good care of the life you are steadily constructing.